Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we've got some insane Brawl Stars drama in the esports scene. We've got some disqualifications. We've just got so much drama, which already unfolded a month ago, but it just seems like it's just all exploded. There's so much going on. There's not been as much drama as this for years, I think, ever. This is just a crazy situation, and it's just unfortunate for everybody involved here. So I'm going to give you guys the context behind everything, but I will say straight away a shout out to Kronos BS. He's a goat. He does a lot of good videos, but he's already like uncovered all of this before, which I've previously watched. So if you guys want the full context and the whole backstory behind all of this, just make sure to watch that video as well. So in terms of what's happened, guys, Elevate have been disqualified from the from the World Finals. The World Finals, Elevate, they were literally neck and neck with Tribe Gaming the entire year, and what an insane roster they've been all season, and there's been some big drama. So if you guys are unaware as well, Stamina will be taking Elevate's spot. They'll be bumped up to the World Finals, and then Team Electros will be bumped up to 4th place. So before going actually into the drama, I wanted to actually talk to you guys about what was happening. So basically, Livy subbed in for Upcore Esports, as you see right here. You'll see on their Twitter. You see that Livy substituted in, when was it, like 5 days ago, which was already pretty cool to see. I like these kind of weird substitutions, to be honest. I mean, it's really unfortunate for Yash. I think I've known him in the community for a while. Very unfortunate, but I like these weird crossovers, right? We've seen last year, we had Bobby with Angel Boy and Drage. It could make for some really cool storylines in the long run, but we see it literally. I had to re-record this video because they put out a statement saying that Elevate has been disqualified. Stamina has replaced Elevate. Electros has replaced Stamina, as we know, but Livy will now be competing with Team Electros for LCQ. So a lot of drama here, and I really feel bad for their players on Upcore Esports because of Yash's visa situation. They're looking for an emergency substitution, which I know bro is struggling to get pro at the minute, but yeah, sign me up, guys, sign me up. Anyways, yeah, it's not ideal for them whatsoever. But yeah, you see, fortunately, like Team Electros definitely deserved LCQ at least this year. They were just unfortunate at the beginning, so I'm happy for them. We've got Bilal, Livy, and Rafiki. They'll be getting to LCQ in a couple of weeks' time, which I'm excited for because they've shown a really good level all year. They've got some good drafts. I definitely believe in them going forward. So in terms of what the LCQ looks like now, if you guys are unsure what last chance qualifiers mean, basically all of these teams here, is it 12 teams? Yeah, there's 12 teams, and 4 of them will be getting a ticket to the World Finals later on in the year. So you'll see by the groups here, you'll see, wait, where is it Stamina? Where is Stamina? Right, oh no, there's Group D. You guys can't see it on the edge of the screen. Let me drag it over. Stamina go into, well, you see Team Electros are going to take Stamina's spot. So that's actually, is that a hard group? It's a kind of hard group with BC Gaming, Papa. I think they have a good shot of making in the world, well, at least get into the latter stages now, thanks to that disqualification. But LCQ is absolutely stacked. And now we've got Team Electros in there as well. In the World Finals, as I said, Stamina will be taking the spot of Elevate, which is just absolutely insane to think about. So as we take a look at the drama, guys, again, I'm not going to go into the full details behind everything because there's just so much to unpack. And to be honest, a lot of it, like the rules, I can disagree with the rules definitely here because there's a few things that could have been changed, but I think ultimately the players have screwed themselves over. I don't know, like, the correct resolution. I don't know what happened completely behind the scenes. It's just bad for everybody involved. So in terms of the rulebook here, we can see once a team qualifies for a spot at an offline event, so for example, the World Finals, Elevate, they qualified for the World Finals, but in the rules, it says a roster will be considered locked. So they tried to make this roster change after they were locked in at World Finals. So by the rules, they can't do this. But it does say if you made the admin team aware of this, you could, I think, make changes, it looks like, in the rules. So it's up for interpretation. And the confusing thing is for me is like, okay, so they've gone the whole year like doing pretty good, right? They're second in the world. Wait, let me drag this over. They're second in the world. They've been doing really good in the year, but they clearly know the rules. All the players know the rules for sure. They know the rules, and they still want to make the roster change after they know these rules. It's just, for me, that's still, like, the players are partially to blame here. Although situations, like the circumstances would have probably like been out of their hands in terms of all the drama that went in within the team, and it just exploded from within. I thought, okay, maybe like you take a look at the rules here, maybe the admins can just make a decision here, because ultimately what happened is that Evex got kicked and he refused to play with the roster, which is, in my eyes, kind of fair enough, right? Like, I guess he wasn't being, if you know the context behind it, I'll for you guys in, he just wasn't really like turning up to scrims too much. He wasn't performing at the best. He wasn't grinding as much as he could, although his performances were still really good at the monthly finals, and they were still making really good progress, as I literally shown you guys on that table. Second in North America. They thought maybe his attitude, maybe they thought, you know, in terms of giving himself the best position at World Finals, they could have Vegeta back, because Vegeta originally was in the roster instead of Patchy, and as you see right here, let me click on the teams. So he was in the roster instead of Patchy, and then what happened was Vegeta got, I think he got banned. I don't know why he got banned, but he got banned like earlier in the year, and then that made Patchy substitute in. But then Vegeta went on a holiday or vacation, went to see family, I don't know, but he made the team aware at a date prior, and 2 months so he went out to, I think, South Korea, I can't remember. He went out to somewhere, and he competed also in that region for a couple of months, and then he came back, and I think the whole plan was to try and get Vegeta back into the team, because you can see his level has been absolutely insane this year. He's got really good draft knowledge, etc. But then Patchy, he came in, and I think did they win the monthly final? I can't remember, but he came in and did such a good job straight away when he got substituted in. Yeah, I think they did win the monthly final when he got substituted in. So that, yeah, it's just some crazy. It's a crazy, weird situation where there's 4 players that want to play here, and probably all 4 players deserve to play at the World Finals, but only 3 can play because of the rules. So that leads on to my next point, which a lot of people won't really know. There's only 3. I don't know where to fit. Okay, you can find it literally right here. Essentially, 1 additional person. So this is what I don't understand. So I thought they'd change the rules because they didn't want that extra coach or manager or whatever to like be added on to the travel and accommodation, if that makes sense. So basically, there's pretty much always been 4 spots on a team, so 3 players and a substitution. Most teams would have that extra spot as the coach or manager, as it says right here, and they'll get flown out to World Finals, to the Brawl Cup, to the last chance qualifiers. But I thought they might have changed this, just against maybe cut costs or something, but fair enough. If you're still allowed a coach or a team manager to fly out with you, that's good. So why did they change this? I mean, not a lot of people were utilizing the 4 players on a team, but it also, if emergencies happen, we've seen this year as well. Some emergencies have happened. We've seen last year as well. I think, I can't remember, was it something happened with Patchy last year where emergency sub had to happen for the monthly qualify, and they didn't qualify, and that like screwed them up in some way. I can't remember off the top of my head. Something like that happened, and like it would have been great to just have that 4. Like, imagine just having a 4-player roster. Okay, well, Evex, unfortunately, you know, the situations happened. If people disagree or agree or disagree, it's a team decision at the end of the day, and you know they've got 3 players that can play. You know, again, it would have been really harsh on Evex for that to happen. But the other, you know, Diego Gamer, for example, he's the player that people aren't talking about enough. Diego Gamer, he's not even been in any of this drama. He's reached a World Finals for the first time, I believe. I can't remember if he reached a LAN Brawl Cup, but you get what I mean. Like, this has been a great achievement for him, and I don't know him personally, but he seems like a chill guy. He seems like a really cool guy, and he's just caught up in this drama between Patchy, Vegeta, Evex. I do really feel sorry for him, because I just don't think it should have ended in this resolution. Although, again, a lot of people will say, okay, it's the rules, it's the players' fault here. You know, you can point the finger at a bunch of the players, but ultimately it is their fault, which I can somewhat agree with. But then you got to think of just like in terms of just a human level, like imagine just being like this, just being ripped apart in terms of you've been practicing all year. You've been practicing all year as a team. Again, like Evex, he has been on this roster the whole year as well, so he deserves to be on this roster. Again, that's something for them to decide as a team. It can be unfair if they kicked him off or whatever, but it's a team decision at the end of the day. But he still deserves to be on this roster. So what they could have done with a 4-player team, they could have just kept him on there, whether he had been a substitute and just taken a cut off the World Finals money. Again, there's like drama to do with like the World Finals cut and etc., which again, I'll leave links to this in the description because it's just too much to go through. There's just so much drama about it, but Whether you think it's unfair or not, I definitely think it is unfair that they've disqualified the entire team. The entire team being disqualified. Surely just allow them emergency sub. Surely, guys. Surely just use a little bit of logic here. I think even in the rules, it looks like it can be up for interpretation by the admin teams. I'm just hoping for some Brawl Stars esports correspondence on Twitter or something. Like, they need to explain this situation, because it is it's not something to just be brushed over. A team literally just got disqualified from the World Finals. It is such a big decision to make. We need the ins and outs of this story. We just do. We need the context, or else, you know, maybe myself, I might have been taking everything out of context completely with what went behind the scenes. Maybe they got told straight away, well, you're not allowed this roster change, and maybe the people won't feel as sorry for the players. But in this current context, I do feel sorry for the players. I really do. Because, again, they've just got this opportunity completely ripped from them. And although the drama probably is their fault, at the end of the day, these things can happen. And that's, I guess, why the rules are there. It's just... I'm just fighting a lost cause at this point. I just don't even know where to go. So, unfortunately, Elevate have been disqualified. I think that is the decision. I don't think it can be overturned, unfortunately, for them. So let's just quickly take a look at the World Finals teams. We'll see the Stamina will replace them. Absolute stacked roster, like literally all of these teams insanely goated. And then for LCQ, this will mean that Team Electros takes Stamina's point. And this is what I'm excited for. In two weeks' time, LCQ, we have Team Electros. All of these teams are good, but like, look at the best teams, we would say. We see Totem, we see Crazy Raccoon, we see all the other teams are a little bit below them, but like against Navi, we've got Inner Circle, Insane, BC Gaming can cause upsets, Casa Brawl if they can refine their form. Two EU teams here that are insanely underrated. Upcore, again, I'm excited to see the teams from Asia with Upcore, Revenant, and KDS. I'm excited to see the Chinese teams with Toxic Lotus returning. And these two, I've not really heard of these two teams too much, but again, it's going to be a fire competition nonetheless. And let me know what you guys think of the drama in the comment section below. Again, I haven't gone through all the ins and outs, and I might be wrong on a few different things, but I just think it's a situation that sucks for everyone. I think that's a thing that everyone can agree on here. And yeah, where do we even go from here? It sucks all around. It does. But again, I do feel a little bit sorry for Evex, because he has tried this whole year. He's been on that team the whole year, and he's performed at such a good level, by the way. So I do feel sorry for him. But then maybe the things he's done behind the scenes, in terms of not turning up to practices too well, in terms of not giving his all, like, I can see why he also got kicked as well. So it just sucks all around. And I think the solution here, I think ultimately, depending on the rules and depending on the context we get from Brawl Esports, is that they just shouldn't have gone for the roster change. I think that's what it comes down to. But I just really thought they could have allowed for a different solution here, especially because Evex just straight up refuses to play. Well, that just puts the whole team at jeopardy, right? Surely, like, we shouldn't be just disqualifying the entire team. Like, what if, like, Evex had a family situation that popped up? What if his visa, like, he couldn't get a visa? There would have been allowed to have a sub in that substitution, is what I'm trying to in that situation, what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm waffling at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. There'll be a rank guide tomorrow if you guys want to watch that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.